What's that you say? There's a quirky, cool new internet show.
when she goes dancing under with the people in the. You remember? That's what that sounds like, right? And then, gosh,
It just flows.
it was amazing, and I also could like see Shirley Temple in a movie like dancing. Oh my God, it has like that old movie feel.
Yeah.
So I've never seen Titanic. Should I take that as a compliment?
It's a compliment. Oh my gosh, it's. I had kids, so we watched it a lot. Exactly. God, when did you start playing?
I actually started playing violin when I was 7, and fiddle, I guess, when I was maybe 10, something like that.
Where are you from?
Yeah, Southern Vermont. So
Southern Vermont. Interesting. Wow. Wow. So do you beat Ben and Jerry's? It doesn't look like it.
Not enough.
Not enough.
I have a pint in the freezer that
I hope so. You could use a pint. Exactly. So MaTTheW, what brings you to New York, and what is your mission?
Yeah, what's my mission? I actually came to New York for the first time right after college, which was summer 2011. And I didn't really, have anything great to do here at the time. I was seeing someone in New York who I'm still seeing, and I wanted to come down for a little while this summer. So I show up, I got my fiddle, which I haven't played in, a year, and I see these guys playing in the subway. And I think, hey, that's what I could do with $50-$60 around now. So I go down and I play at Canal Street, June 18th, 2011. And it's awesome. I play for a couple hours. I really connect with the audience. I enjoy it. And that was kind of my introduction to busking. So that's what I still do in New York.
And you make a decent salary out of that?
Well, heck, I have right. Summer of 2012 was the summer that I really lived on it. I needed to busk to pay the rent, and yeah, I would.
Well, I'm constantly considering it, and I hear from people that it's worth the while.
Yeah,
it is.
It is. So do you do it only on the subways, or do you do it in other places as well?
I'm really a subway person. I grew up playing, in Vermont on Main Street. Anytime there was something happening on Main Street, which in Vermont is once a year, I would go with my fiddle. And so, in New York, that translates into the subway. It's kind of
what about the laws in New York?
Yeah, the laws. I actually have a copy of the rules of conduct from the MTA right here.
As long as you're not amplified, right?
Do you have to be sanctioned?
Okay, good question. What do you guys think? Is it legal to play in the subway?
Supposedly, I heard it was not amplified.
Okay, and do you need a permit?
It's not amplified.
And can you use an amplifier?
Supposedly not.
You're wrong.
All right,
So,
let's hear it.
So it is legal since 1985. The second thing is there's no permit process at all. You do see some people who play with a kind of special banner. They're out there. They audition. They get this extra level
The
of
underground
promotion.
New York.
Yeah, but that's not like a legally significant
That's
thing.
interesting.
And number 3 is that if you want to play a quiet instrument with an amp, you have the right to do that on the mezzanine. So any place that's not, like if you can't see the hours, you can do it on that
Oh,
level.
I saw someone with an amp down.
Now an amp on the platform, not quite kosher by the rules.
But he was not using an amp, a microphone. He was just amplifying his electric guitar. So that is not allowed.
There was a court case about this whole issue of
Big court.
an electric guitar requires an amp. It's part of the instrument. It falls under freedom of speech. The court, I gather, didn't really listen to.
Yeah. All right. So you're saying,
Electric
so if
music.
you're on the mezzanine at a subway station,
Yeah.
above where the turnstile is,
Even inside the turnstile area.
right inside the turnstile area, you are allowed to play with an amp,
Sure.
and you're allowed to use a microphone,
Yeah.
and you're allowed to play with no permit.
Yeah.
And you
absolutely.
can play as long as you tell you anything, and you're allowed to take money.
Yeah, sure.
So when you go down to the tracks, you can play without the amp, and you're allowed to take money, and you can play as long as you want.
Yep.
And is there like a royalty in busking? Because we once had someone on who said he runs certain subways, like any location. It's fine. There's no hierarchy.
Yeah, I mean, I talk to, in my role as a volunteer, I talk to about 160 different subway performers, and so from what I hear from them, there aren't a lot of problems. I would say there are maybe 2 places, the big tunnels. There's one on 14th Street, there's one on 42nd Street. The tunnels are a little bit.
And what about the L train on Bedford?
I think that's pretty democratic. It's
Yeah?
always occupied. It's popular, but I've never heard of someone
Yeah,
like
in reference to what you said a week or two ago when I went out to East Suburban and I switched from the L to the G. Great
Yeah, it's a
spot
phenomenal
there,
place.
and there was one guy on the uptown side and one guy on the downtown side playing in concert. So they were riffing off of each other from side to side and collecting on both sides, and they had great acoustics, except for when the train came in. They had no amplification, and they were making a bundle. I watched.
Yeah. Now, was this the guy playing clawhammer, banjo,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
fiddle?
That,
One was-
exactly.
yeah, it was
I didn't
banjo
know
and
those
fiddle.
guys. Yeah,
They're great. That first stop on the G train.
Yeah. So Matthew, you had a situation with the government. Or the
Yeah,
law.
we transitioned to my skeleton in the closet.
Oh, do you like fluff nutters? Because you need one.
We're moving quickly here.
It's 6
Oh,
o'clock.
that's okay. You have a lot.
Wow!
Wow, Rue.
Well,
That's
you know,
another
You're
fluffer.
generous,
I'm
yeah.
a mother. Look at you. Come on.
Fluffing it
I
up.
gotta feed you.
So will I be able to talk after I eat this thing?
I don't think so.
Sure.
You will. You will. All right. Do you play every day on the subway?
No. That I was really. I would play 5 days a week. It's about 20 hours a week.
And,
That's reasonable.
And now?
You know, I actually had this awful thing happen about a month ago where I cut open one of my fingertips, and that really torched my violin playing. So.
Well, it didn't
You ever
sound
play
like
with
it
bands?
now.
Like our friend.
Risa, no,
Okay. She plays with bands. You know.
Okay.
Do you ever play with other people?
I do. I played a couple like Irish and Scottish sessions on the
Celtic.
Yeah.
Titanic thing.
Yeah.
I'd love to go busking with people more often. I think that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll go busking with you.
Sure, let's-
Can we
let's
set
group
up a
busking.
date? Yeah. Real fast.
Right.
And then your skeleton.
Let's actually do it the other way
Okay.
around. The
Perfect.
second day I ever went out in 2011, I was playing at Spring Street on the Uptown C. This guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, you have to get out of here." And I say, "Gee, no, I don't." And then the handcuffs come and I get, hauled away.
So you went to the Tombs?
I did go to the Tombs.
Wow. How long were you
For
there?
playing your
Yeah.
violin.
For playing my violin, this guy was undercover. He, didn't show an ID. He didn't say who he was. And he also had no interest in reading the rules or knowing the rules. Hey, we're going to the Tombs now.
Wow.
So I got carted off. I spent 46 hours.
Oh my gosh, little you?
Very educational experience.
Did you make any friends?
I did,
Are
yeah.
they friends with you on Facebook now?
They are.
I
yeah.
love it!
Yeah,
Yay!
I'm staying in touch.
Tomb friends. Good.
Yep. Yep, and that just really inspired me.
Right.
It wasn't the message the guy wanted to give me, but it inspired me
Sure.
to come back and to advocate for the musician myself.
From that.
So, moving forward from 2011, with a couple of friends, I've started an organization called Bus New York,
Good for you.
which,
Woo! Yeah.
so we need.
Bus New York.
Were there
I
any
want to be in
Are
that.
there any legal grounds to arrest you?
They don't. No,
Or
and
did you have recourse then to?
I did ultimately sue the
Good.
arresting officer, and the city
Excellent.
gave me a settlement for that.
All right.
Good for you.
Nice. Ka-ching.
Yeah.
So what we're working on now is making sure
That's
gets
why you
arrested.
don't busk every day.
There's an organization.
Yeah, as an organization, when someone gets arrested, we work to make sure that they know what to do,
Good.
that they can sue, that they have a copy of the rules, and that people aren't,
And
running
where do
after
you get
cheating
these
criminals.
rules? Where do you pick up a
311.
flyer like this?
These actually come from, you can find it on our blog, which is buskny.com. These come from the Transit Adjudication Bureau, which is where you go and get a ticket. It's in downtown Brooklyn.
Ah.
Can you?
And we, Bus New York, is happy if you're playing on the subway to mail you a free copy of these rules,
Uh-huh.
so you know what's what and you're safe.
I want one of those.
What's your website?
Wow.
buskny.com.
Wow. So, and what is Busk NY also? Like, you have shows, and do you do events and stuff like that?
Yeah. Most recently, we put visual art in Bushwick, and it's all visual art that was made in the subway system or about the subway system to kind of highlight that end of the visual art world. Yeah, we recently also did a press conference for subway performers. Shows, you can also check out the Busker Ball, put on by Theo Eastwind.
Right.
Great occasion, a lot of great musicians.
Yeah.
Support Theo.
And when is this?
I think that's October 16th, Busker Ball at Spike Hill in Williamsburg.
Nice. Yeah, Theo's dropped by.
Great.
He's cool. I mean, I think the busking thing, do you think it's only going to grow and grow and grow?
Absolutely. There are so many stations out there that don't get played in. And as New York grows, there's so much room.
I think a lot of people have fear to be arrested, so they don't go down there.
Yeah, and let's end that.
Yeah.
Let's end that. Exactly.
I got fear that I suck.
I'm definitely down for this, man. I am so down. So, I can't thank you enough. Can you press a button and come back again and again?
Wow, a lot of choices here.
That's the fluffer nutter.
There you go. So, the time has come. We have to say goodnight, but you've got to visit. We want to be involved with Bus New York, our show, ReWho. We want to. We'll have, and maybe we'll do one of these in the subway.
In the subway.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Wow.
Why not? I'm a New Yorker. I want to thank Alan Merrill, like forever. I love rock and roll. Who? Lola, the Hana, the third show. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful CD. Lady Ford, Muhammad Ken, WhO. Thank you, WhO. Yes, MaTTheW Christian, and of course Caroline Stewart and Bicycle Joe. Thank you so much for Shrunken Head. We love you. I'm playing tonight at the Rock Shop in Brooklyn. If anyone goes to Brooklyn today, and we will be back here next Wednesday, and next Friday is our Brooklyn edition at the Branded Saloon.
Halloween.
So thank you so much for watching. We love all of you.
Edition.
And sayonara for ReWho.
Who's our guest next week?
Who's our sayonara?
Featuring rising stars and living legends too. It's a life, fun time, and full of surprises. It's a place to get your 15 minutes of fame. Let me tell you, keeping it real, keeping it real. It's through the eyes of ReW, keeping it